two coins here. One coin goes under the table, the other coin goes into my hand. Go to the middle of the table here, and you can hear the moment that one coin actually passes down and joins the other. Welcome to the video. If you enjoy learning magic tricks and engaging in discussions of magic, be sure to subscribe as I post about twice per week. Some of the tools I use in my videos, I have or have had a affiliate link for. I earn a commission if you purchase that through my link, and all my relevant connections will be posted at that link. Check out my merch store and my exclusive membership if you want to dive even deeper. But for now, let's get into the video. Welcome to the Coins Through Table. This version of this illusion is from Gene Hugard's Coin Magic, and actually all of my coin videos this month are from that book. So if you're interested in coin magic, keep checking back this month. We are sharing multiple coin tricks. But for this one, you need two coins. You could do dollar size, you could do half dollar size, you could do quarters, you could do pocket change, just two coins. And there's a couple cool illusions going on at play here. So the first is that you are going to kind of do some mimicry, which is going to hide the actual sleight of hand going on. So with your left hand, you're going to come over and you're going to drag this toward the edge of the table, and you're going to actually pick it up, and then you're going to hold it under the table. Okay, so right now this hand is under the table. Then when you do that for this hand, it's going to seem more natural. So you're going to come over, and what's happening on the table is you're actually going to pull it as though you're picking it up, but you're actually going to let it fall into your lap. And obviously when it does so, it won't make a sound, it'll just fall into your lap. And so when you're doing, this is called lapping. It's a technique used in many ways in magic. When you're lapping, you want to be sat under the table. It'll look natural above, but you're going to want to stick your knees together essentially so that your legs are all together, so that you mitigate the possibility of things falling all over the place or falling in between your legs, right? So you just stick your legs together, and that's just something you have secretly under the table. And for that reason, when you're doing this palming technique and you let it fall into your lap, this hand needs to be over here out of the way, and it's under the table, as in it's out of view, but it's not too far under the table, and you'll see why in a moment. So you have this here, and what you've seemed to do is take this coin under the table, and you've seemed to take this coin in your hand. So from the top again, you're going to actually do this pickup and hold it under the table. Then this is the exposed view. You're going to drop this in your lap, and you're going to take it forward. And so this conviction is very important, that you really naturally go forward with it. At this point, here's what's going to happen under the table. So you're up here on top of the table with this hand. This hand is now going to be able to go over and hold this coin, okay? So this coin comes over to where it's been dropped and it retrieves it. So what you can do is you can actually place this coin into a classic palm, and this is what classic palm looks like. It's a squeezing of your thumb toward your pinky area, and it is a little bit of muscle memory and muscle strengthening, but allows you to kind of hold your hand like this. And in this case, it just gets this coin out of the way so that you can then hold this coin, okay? And now you're in this position. Slightly easier might be finger palm, which is to just squeeze it right here into the base of your fingers. Either way, you just need a free finger so that you can hold the coin. This is all under the table. So now when you've come over here, you want to lean forward. You can bring this under the table. So now you have both hands, both arms kind of leaning forward toward the center of the table. This helps for the drama of the effect, but it also gets you away from the edge of the table, a little bit away from the secret of what just happened. Then two things are happening at once. You're going to come down on the surface with this hand as you come from underneath with this hand, and it gives the illusion, the auditory illusion, that you're tapping the top of the table, okay? So you go together, and they're going to hear the metal of this coin. Now this table, I have this table mat here, and I also have a mat under my close-up mat. What you want to be using is a table where the sound is actually going to be hard. You want that hard sound so that when you do it from the top and the bottom, there wouldn't be a discrepancy. So even in the demonstration, I was lazy, I didn't get rid of the tablecloth. You would want a situation where you have that sound and it sounds right, okay? So from underneath, you're tapping as you go over the table. Then all you have to do is in this kind of acting moment, you're gonna splay your fingers out on top of the table, and what you're doing underneath is pressing the coin against the table, and it's gonna give you that sound, okay? So that's the auditory sound to them that the coin has passed through. It's this really cool illusion, right? So it's gonna sound something like that from under the table. And then after that moment, an added bonus with this version of the trick that you get is that you can drop it in your hand. So they've gone from hearing click to slam to then that moment where they clink together. And then all you have to do, they know what's happened. You come over and now you see both coins in the hand. Hey, real quick, if you're enjoying this video, I wanted to tell you about the exclusive videos that I'm putting on my membership this month. At the base tier, that's the supporter tier, I'm gonna be telling you about 3 classic magic books that I think you should have in your library. Just gonna talk a little bit about each of them as well as where you can get them. And at the upper tier, this is my insider level of the membership, we're gonna be teaching tricks with coin shells. This is a classic special tool for coin magic, and I'm going to be teaching from this month's resource, Hugard's Coin Magic, covering 2 different types of sort of magic moments you can very easily create with this prop. But in our discussion, I also kind of jazzed together a little bit of a freestyle of like a 3-phase routine you can do building off the principle shared in this book. And so all that's put together in a video that I've added to the bonus tricks library, which like I said, you have access to if you're an insider member. So check those out if you're interested. But for now, let's get back into the video. So underneath the table, once more, you're here, you clink, you press it against, and then you can drop it in the hand. Classic palm version is much the same. Press, let it go against the table, and then you just let it drop in your hand. This hand, once again, you're lapping. You come forward, you tap, you splay those fingers out. You can show the coin is gone, and the other hand will come back with the coin. And remember from the top that you want to mimic the action that you're about to do here so that it looks motivated and it looks natural, and that will kind of throw them off. That matching of the motion will help. So you come over here and you show that you've actually grabbed the coin, come over and you're just kind of in waiting under the table right here. That way, and remember your legs are kind of squeezed together. When you lap and come forward, this will look very natural. Come forward with your hands after you have grabbed this from your lap. Now you're good to go. Splay, then drop, and you are all good to go. So use this footage and then go back to the performance footage to see the choreography of how that looks. And this is great because it's completely impromptu, no gimmicks needed. How often are you just sitting at lunch or dinner, sitting with your friends or family, and if they know you're already into magic, they might ask. And it's nice to not always do a card trick. That's what I hope will be helpful from this month's videos. I love card tricks. I'm a card trick defender, but I get it. Some variety is good. And something like this feels a lot more authentic in a way, doesn't it? It feels a lot more organic and spur of the moment. You see some great coin magicians out there where they're just hanging out with their buddies and they do coin through table or they do a quick coin trick. And so I think this is really useful for that if you practice. So you make sure practice that choreography well, because there's less to hide when it comes to coins, and I think that's why it can sometimes be more impressive. People like Eric Jones talk about that idea. So there you go. This is a cool coin through table trick from Gene Hugard. And hey, let me know in the comments below if you could pass an object through anything. What 2 objects would you use? What would be the object that's getting pressed through? Would it be a window? And what would you do? Would you put a coin through a window, or would you do something else if you could do anything? Maybe it'd be really cool to watch a dollar bill pass through glass. That would be neat, but let me know what you think in the comments below. Thanks for watching. If you want more, you can check out the membership for some exclusive content. Pick up some merch from the Magic merch store. I also have a journal for magicians. You can check out all those links below. And if you want more free content, check out the video that YouTube is recommending to you right now. But until next time, keep enjoying your magic, stay a hobbyist at heart, and I will see you guys in the next video.